Well, I'm starting over again. Good afternoon. It is Monday, August 12th, 2024. It's been a great day, but I'm having to start 75 hard over again. My father-in-law went into the hospital on Friday, and he was having it turned out that he was having an allergic reaction to some medicine that he was taking, but his face was all swollen. He was having leg issues, and his heart rate and his blood pressure just went through the roof. He's 82 years old. He's got a tracheotomy, or he had a tracheotomy done. He's got a voice box. He had throat cancer. He's, a survivor of all that stuff. One of the most badass dudes I've ever seen in my life. But he had that nervous allergic reaction to some medicine, and it made his face swell up really, really bad. And his blood pressure and his heart rate just went through the roof. So that was Friday morning. After work, I went home and I had to feed the dogs and I had to let them outside. And then, we went and stayed at the hospital for a couple of hours, to stay with my wife's dad. And I didn't get my second workout in on Friday. And so now I'm starting over. Like I've said, this is the story of my life. I would much rather have been able to lay eyes on my father-in-law, make sure that he was okay, be there with my wife, who, my wife is very, very close with her parents. They're both still alive. My parents have both been gone for a good long while. My mom died when I was 27. I'm now 52. My dad died 9 years ago. So, my parents have both been gone for a good long while, but my wife has enjoyed, having most of her family around up until this point of her life. She still has 4 aunts, I think, who were all, in their 80s plus. The people in her family lived to be a really, really long time. And then so, if there's any kind of medical anything going on with her mom and dad, then, it's a pretty big deal. She's still very close with her mom and dad. I'm very close with her mom and dad. And so, Friday evening, I didn't get my second workout in. It was much more important to me to be there for my wife and to make sure that her dad was going to be okay. He was eventually sent home yesterday, Sunday. My wife's brother came into town. He lives up in the DC area. He came into town to make sure everything was good. The last thing anybody, and it's going to happen, but the last thing that anybody wants is for anything to happen to either one of those, my in-laws. So, we just did what we needed to do. We were there with our family, and I don't care about starting over. I'll probably start over again. I'll probably start over 2 or 3 more times before it's all said and done. But the thing is, you just got to start back. So I didn't start right back. So this all happened on Friday. Saturday, my father-in-law is still in the hospital. My brother-in-law is still in town. So, we did a bunch of running around for them, and, went and had dinner with other family members on Saturday. Yesterday, my father-in-law was looking and feeling a lot better. So I went and played a little bit of golf with a friend of mine, and then we went and hung out. My father-in-law came home yesterday afternoon, then we went and had dinner with them, hung out with my brother-in-law and them before my brother-in-law went back home today. So, it set me back a couple of days. I really don't care. I really don't care at all. So tomorrow's the day that I'm going to start all over again. It'll be day 1 on Tuesday, and I'm going to try to be a little bit more invested in it. Something like what happened with my father-in-law on Friday, that's one thing. Just, not sleeping enough really doesn't, it seems like a good excuse at the time, but looking back, it really isn't. Being too tired to, to get up and skipping a workout. I don't know. And I've done that a couple of times. So, it seems like a good idea at the time. Man, I just can't get up. Gosh, that extra, hour and a half of sleep is really going to help me to have a better day. And, next thing you know, I'm starting all over again. So I want to try to be more invested and be more dedicated in it. I think I'm going to change up the name of my channel and be more invested in more of my lifestyle choices. Meaning, yes, I've been a carnivore for a long time, even though I haven't been a great one. I haven't been a very consistent one. I've been a mostly consistent one. I do red light therapy now, and I want to be more consistent with that and start having more of that kind of stuff on my channel. Grounding and earthing. I'd like for that to be a little bit more prominent as well. So I'm going to try to do a little, channel makeover. I don't have very many subscribers anyway, and I'm not shooting for a ton of subscribers, but it would be cool to feature other stuff that I'm doing, and get more consistent with everything. I'm still going to be doing 75 hard, obviously. Carnivore, I'm going to be doing it. I slipped up off of my diet over the last couple of days because I wasn't doing 75 hard anymore, and I could have stayed on it. I chose not to. It was a bad decision on my part, but it's one that I made. So tomorrow we'll be starting day 1 on Carnivore also. I didn't gain 5 pounds over the last 3 days. I don't think I gained 2 pounds over the last 3 days, but I can feel the difference. Like, I'm going to be doing different body progress pictures, here and there, just to show the progress from tomorrow morning up until I get done with 75 hard. And I can already tell just over the last couple of days, 3 days of not eating like I should, I'm already way more bloated than what I should have been. And it was just a dumb mistake. But if I'm starting over, then I'm starting over, and that's just the way that it is. So I want to try to do more stuff with red light therapy, explain a little bit more what I'm doing with it. Try to explain a little bit more about it, even though I don't fully understand the science behind it. I'm much more versed in carnivore and in grounding, and so I want to, show some more of that kind of stuff too. Like I said, not for subscriptions, not for likes, not for anything like that. But I enjoy making YouTube videos. And one of the huge side benefits of that has been, I've had some really good back and forth with some people who do watch my videos and subscribe. And like I said, that's not the reason why I do it, but it's a huge benefit. I've got some people who I truly call friends now because, of the conversations that we've had on YouTube. And, I don't need more of that. I'm just saying it's been a huge benefit, on the side. I enjoy doing YouTube videos. So, I think I want to just, show more of what I'm doing, try to make it interesting, and, get a little bit more personal with, what's going on with me, especially as it comes to my health. Because that's my health is the sole reason why I started this stuff in the first place. And when I get to a level of consistency, I want to be able to show other people real results. I've had good results so far from when I okay, when I very first started Carnivore in 2022, I weighed 207 pounds. I got into it straight for the weight loss, and so I would look a little bit better. You know, I'm up and down all over the place, not consistent with it at all. I start 2024 and I weigh 211 pounds. So I had lost a bunch of weight, gained it back, lost weight, gained it back. That's my story. I yo-yo. Started this year, I'm 211 pounds. And right now I'm down to 190. Well, the last time I weighed, I was at 196. I'm probably 197 or 198. But I mean, that's tangible results. And if I could keep it consistent, then, you know, I'll have better results. I always sabotage myself. You know, one of my new favorite sayings is there's no such thing as a cheat meal. It's a sabotage meal. You're not cheating, you're sabotaging yourself. And I don't live by those words because I always sabotage myself anyway. But consistency going forward is going to be the key. More dedication to 75 hard over the next 75 days, and not using the excuse of, well, I didn't get much sleep, or, you know, whatever. It's going to need to take something like my father-in-law going into the hospital in order for me to not continue this challenge, because life's not perfect. Life's not even close to being perfect. So, you know, I've got to stop using candy ass excuses like, oh, I'm tired, or I didn't sleep enough, or, oh, well, it took me a really long time to get home from work. It takes me a really long time to get home from work every day. Y'all see this? You know, people aren't moving too quickly now. So, you know, this is my life. So I need to stop using candy ass excuses like those, and, you know, just get it done. I just need to get it done. And I feel like if I'm, you know, posting more videos and stuff like that and getting a little bit more in depth on the stuff that I'm trying, then it'll make it more interesting for me, and therefore help me make it more consistent. So anyway, that's really about it. It's Monday, August 12th, 2024. I'm gonna have a little talk with my boss tomorrow. My work hours are 8 to 4:30. I'm gonna talk with my boss and see if she'll be okay with me doing 7:45 to 4:15. You know, even just that 15 extra minutes early leaving could make all the difference in the world between, you know, it taking an hour and 15 minutes to get home to taking an hour and 45 minutes to get home. 15 minutes could make that much of a difference. So anyway, I'm probably going to change up my channel name at some point tonight. I don't know what it's going to be. It's not going to be anything creative because I'm not very creative, but, you know, we'll see what I come up with. And then I'm going to relax tonight, take it easy, and then, yeah, back at it tomorrow. That's all I can do. 98% of all of us are going to fall. We're going to fail. And, you know, you just got to get back up and don't beat yourself up over it. You know what? You had a bad day. You didn't get it done. Start back over. And that's the way that I look at it now. So anyway, Monday, August 12th. Everybody have a great one. And wish me luck, and I'll do you the same.